Good afternoon. It's January the 19th, 2017, and one more day till Trump's inauguration, and it probably has been dominating some of the markets that we have to trade. Hypothetical simulated performance results have certain limitations. Unlike actual performance record, simulated results do not represent actual trading. Also, since the trades have not been executed, results may have under or overcompensated for the impact, if any, of certain market factors such as lack of liquidity. Simulating trading programs in general are also subject to the fact that they are designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profit or losses similar to those shown. Okay, post-inaugural day. The press has been crazy going into this. I'm sure we're going to see all sorts of demonstrations and riots attempted. Hopefully they won't get off the ground. Supposedly 250,000 protesters have descended upon Washington to disrupt Trump's inauguration. So the market has rallied since November the 9th in anticipation of a more friendly business environment and lower taxes, and the press chatter this week has been on rumor fact trading. Sell the inauguration event. The market has rallied all it's going to, take profits on it. News can't get any better. On rumor facts trading situations, what makes those work is that the last piece of good or bad news is out of the way. What we have with Trump's inauguration is that supposedly there'll be 2 to 5 executive orders issued tomorrow, and there's one newspaper article out today saying on Monday over 200 executive orders will be executed and signed and put into place. So Trump's inauguration isn't the end of what could happen when Trump takes on the presidency. So we'll have to see as it unfolds. But my guess is because it's talked about so much, it probably won't happen. Or if it does happen, it won't be of the magnitude of, like you want to see out of rumor fact. A little correction, not much of that. Came in with a sell 1 at 69.60 to 71. There's your high right there. We had a buy at 60 to 62. That worked in here. Our second buy was 55 to 57. Right in this area. So we had that information in our hands at 7 a.m. Central Time. You had plenty of time to act on it. Monkey trades, all positive. Monkey trade, positive. Retest failure, mean green trade. Made a little. Really, the selling didn't really develop till we got over in here. And then we break the morning's low right here. The selling accelerates and it's over. Pretty much, well, not pretty much. It is over in 5 bars at 15 minutes. You're going to find that 10 to 15 minutes usually will absorb all the buying or selling when the markets break out and break down. I'm guessing we're going to get short covering and then close. Now, my feeling is that we're going to see buying tonight in London in anticipation of a run-up into tomorrow's inauguration. We'll see if that happens. F1 screen. Outside day, that favors a trading range market. Fold that back in, which is what we've been talking about. Gosh, seems like forever, doesn't it? That was our sell at 69.71. Here's the move out of the middle and I period. After lunch, we've rejected prices below 22.55. So, we do have some news tomorrow. Baker Hughes rig count. Last week's number was 974. My guess is it'll come higher than that. So essentially no news tomorrow except for the inauguration. Draghi is out of the way. Maintain current policy. Said it was more than adequate. Will maintain it as far as his eyes can see. Inflation wasn't a problem. They needed to keep QE going to keep the recovery in Europe going. So pretty much as expected. Right now, if the market were to close at 59.25, we'd be trying to sell 60s to 62, sell 1, and 67 to 70 for sell 2. On the buy side, 54.56 buy 1, and 50, 52 buy 2. We've had good buying below 55, and we've had good selling above 70. And I imagine that's what we're going to continue to see. And, getting back to the E-mini, it's my hope that the Fed actually stops interfering with the market. So you can see how screwed up. Everybody's backed up to the wall. China, all of G20 is, because of government interference. If you go back to the crash in 2007, 2008, if George Bush had left things alone, we would have had a recession, and it would have been pretty severe, but we would have come out of it. Recessions last 12 to 18 months historically. And we haven't had any good growth since then. And why? Because of government interference. And they do it for all the usual reasons. Compassion, we can't let people suffer. But it prolongs that. And back when I was growing up, we expected recessions on a regular basis. And they did last for 12 to 18 months. But it wasn't enough to wipe everybody out, where they lost their homes and lost their savings and everything else. Excess inventory would be worked off, and then people would go back to work. But with the government coming in there and stepping up to the plate and interfering with it, they're prolonged, so you don't get that 12 to 18 month resolution. You get 3, 4, 5, 6 years, and 95 million people are out of the American workforce. Since Trump, even though the numbers have been going down and jobless claims have gone down, 700,000 more people have entered the not looking for work category. So the government, for compassion and all this other stuff, it doesn't work. They have their hearts in the right place, but their idea is wrong. Okay, lower high, lower low. On a note, definitely looking at a B. Weakness in the E-mini this afternoon took treasuries and gold higher. Nothing but B's behind us. No news tomorrow. Dollar up. Treasuries will be down. Dollar down. Treasuries will be up. You can see right here we've got a very clean break in the market at 7.8. So we got resistance at 8 to 12. Right in here. We're currently at 03, so sell 7s to 11s. 15 to 19, sell 2. On the buy side, last rotate down. K period stopped at 30 and a half. So we were at 29 to 01 this morning on this, I believe. Actually, we were 1 to 5 and then 25 to 29 at a low of 27 and a half. So let's make it 29 to 01, buy 1. I'd like to get it done against 28. Buy 2, 21 to 25. So I think, with Trump's promise to start changing things, and he's going to have to do it quickly. I mean, this guy has taken on the world, both the right and left side of the aisle in Congress on our side. The entire press is against him. And he's got to make it happen quickly, or he'll get bogged down. And probably his biggest hurdle is going to be getting the Rhinos, or your Grahams and your Lindsays, Paul Ryans, and the rest of them to go with him. We need to make some changes. Government is too big. It's bloated. They spend way too much money. They control way too much. It's stifling. They say in our GDP, $2 trillion of our GDP is required to service the government's reports, etc. And I know that all too well. I sold out of my business because of the regulatory and legal environment. 51 to 04, number 1. Sell 7 to 11, sell 1. 19 to 23, sell 2. On the buy side, got a K period low at 16, an L period low at 20, and M period low at 26. So we'll make 20, 24, number 1. 13 to 17 by 1, leaning against support. 1 to 5 by 2. Gold, dollar up. Gold down, dollar down, gold up. Same as treasuries. Now, one of the problems with gold, if we don't have inflation, and everybody expects inflation to increase, so there is an inflation play going on in gold right now. Part of the buying, is that you can't eat it. So if you don't have inflation, if you're not printing money in the rest of it, it's a hedge, it's protection, but it won't generate the money you need without liquidating assets to survive and get by. And that's always been, you can't eat a gold bar. Although I hear people can pound it pretty thin and put it on desserts. What a waste. But that's the mindset of some folks out there. And it is their choice. So, looking at gold right now, lower high, lower low. As long as we stay above this 95 area, that volume number right there, we can trade higher. And looking at the F2 screen. Got a B with perhaps a move out of the middle coming up, and that was weakness in the E-mini that did it. So we had a 95, 97 was our number 2 buy zone. We had the buck basically. I think we had 98 to 1200 starting out this morning. And we had 1200, 1202. No, we didn't. We had 98 to 1200. That's where we had it. Then we had a low, and the second was 95, 94, 96. And that worked out pretty well. We love our number 2 areas. So right now you can see the break in the markets up here in this 1207 area, give or take. Stay below 1207, 1205, we can trade lower. So, a little bit higher in London maybe, so sell 7s to 10s, sell 1. 13 to 15, sell 2. I think it's a dollar play. 99s to 01s, buy 1. And 94, 96 by 2, where we were this morning. And again, you have this information in your hands in time to act on it. It is before the fact. Everything we do is at that moment or before the fact. We don't come back in and tell you how easy it would have been to get long or short of such an area. Never easy, no matter where you're getting long or short, but it can be done with a little bit of practice and depersonalization. It's not you against the market, it's just the market and you. Okay, lower high, lower low on crude, trying to sell. That's a 52 minus, 53 plus, as it stands right now. If you had to pick a trade, you've been short coming into it. It still looks that way right now. We're still looking at a B. So, 52.25 for London, 52.50, sell 1. 52.75, 53, sell 2. On the buy side, I think we're going a little bit lower, 51.75, 51.50, buy 1. 51 even, 51 and a quarter, buy 2. Look for an OPEC article out tonight to shore up the market. That's how they do it. And the euro. Draghi spoke today, and he did move the market. came back pretty nicely into the close. Draghi can move the market 100 to 300 ticks and does so on a regular basis. Lower high, lower low, look for a place to sell it on the F1. And that's what the central bank would like to take it. They'd like to see the euro lower so they could export more goodies. So we retraced almost all of the day's trading range. Faltered, we had a 107 sell, number one, and then stopped it in the live period. Then Draghi picks up the mic, bottom falls out of the market, and the market starts to work its way back. So, where are we on this one? Selling 107, sell 1. 7 1/4, sell 2. On the buy side, and we broke it out of the 65 area, so 50 to 60 buy 1. And it may take a 65 to get in. We'll put a question mark right there. On the breakout, if we can't take out 65, you want to get long in anticipation of a retest of 107, then 106.25 buy 2. Hey, that's it for this January the 19th. Trump will be president at this time tomorrow. And I doubt if the press and the left will become any less quiet, depending on how he goes to work over the weekend, etc. I imagine we'll awaken Monday morning to howls about what he can do and what he can't do. So I will see y'all bright and early in the morning. Hope y'all have a great evening. I plan on it. We'll kick it off in the morning and see if we can shake that money tree again tomorrow. I'm out of here.